Hello my dear students. Today we are supposed to start next topic, that is income elasticity of demand. Now before going to this income elasticity of demand, I would like to recap the previous topic, that is price elasticity of demand, because if you understand the concept of that price elasticity of demand, it will be easier for you to understand the concept of this income elasticity of demand. So in the case of price in the case of price elasticity of demand, we have done EP equals to percentage change in quantity demand divided by percentage change in price. So here price elasticity of demand means percentage change in quantity demand divided by percentage change in price. So it shows the ratio. We can say that price elasticity of demand is the degree of responsiveness between change in quantity demand and change in price. So in the case of income elasticity of demand, this income elasticity of demand is represented by EY. So here it is also same. EY or income elasticity of demand refers to the degree of responsiveness between change in quantity demand due to change in income of the consumer. Means if the income of the consumer changes, then how much impact will be there on the change in quantity demand. Suppose say the income of the consumer is increasing from, suppose say 10,000 to 15,000. So when income of the consumer is increasing from 10,000 to 15,000, then by how much percentage or by how much amount the quantity demand of commodity is changing. So that concept is called income elasticity of demand. So when we represent this income elasticity of demand in terms of formula, we can write it EY equals to percentage change in quantity demand by percentage change in income. So if we compare this, the formula of price elasticity of demand and income elasticity of demand, we can see that here instead of percentage change in price, in the case of income elasticity of demand, we have to write percentage change in income. So here in the terms of price elasticity of demand, we have to mention price. In the terms of income elasticity of demand, we have to mention income. So here it explains that when the income of the consumer is changing, suppose say from 10,000 to 15,000, then by how much amount the quantity demand of a commodity is going to change. So that relationship is represented by income elasticity of demand. So this is the mathematical formula for income elasticity of demand. So income elasticity equals to, or we can say that the ratio of percentage change in quantity demand to this percentage change in income. It is the ratio of percentage change in quantity demand and percentage change in income. So this is your definition of income elasticity of demand. Now I will represent this income elasticity of demand in a mathematical formula. So this can be represented as EY equals to del Q by del Y into Y by Q. So here if you see the formula EP, del Q by del P into P by Q. So here the difference between this price elasticity and income elasticity, that in the case of income elasticity we have del Q by del Y. In the case of price elasticity we have del Q by del P. So in the case of elasticity, income is the important factor that is affecting the quantity demand, whereas in the case of price elasticity, price is the factor that is affecting the quantity demand for a commodity. So this is the mathematical formula for income elasticity of demand. So next one, we have types of income elasticity. So income elasticity can be of three types. Number one, positive income elasticity. Number two, negative income elasticity, and number three we have zero income elasticity. Now I will discuss one by one what is positive income elasticity, negative and zero income elasticity. So we will start with this first one, positive income elasticity. Now next, this positive income elasticity. So income elasticity is said to be positive when increase in income of the consumer increases the quantity demand for a commodity, then that concept is called positive income elasticity. So increase in income of the consumer increases the quantity demand, then this concept is called positive income elasticity. When increase in income of the consumer increases the quantity demand, then this concept is called positive income elasticity. Now, for most of the commodities, we can see that the income elasticity of demand is positive, especially in the case of normal goods. Income elasticity will be positive. We know that the definition of normal goods are those goods in which when income of the consumer increases, the quantity demand will also increase. So for this positive income elasticity, this concept is applicable for the normal goods. Okay, next one. For normal goods, income elasticity can be classified into three categories. So here, for normal goods, income elasticity can be classified into three categories. Number one, we have income elastic. Number two, we have income inelastic. And number three, we have unitary income elastic. Now I will explain you first this income elastic. Okay, now we have to understand the concept of income elastic. So income elastic means if the percentage change in quantity demand is greater than the percentage change in income. If the percentage change in quantity demand is greater than the change income. So here once again, if the percentage change in quantity demand is greater than the percentage change in income, the meaning is that suppose say income is increasing by suppose say 20%. If income is increasing by 20%, but due to that, if the quantity demand is increasing by suppose say 30%. So here the percentage change in quantity demand is greater than the percentage change in income. So in this case, the income elasticity in this case, the income elasticity will be greater than 1. Once again, in the case of income elastic, the percentage change in quantity demand is greater than the percentage change in income. Here I have taken one example showing that the quantity demand is changing by 30% and the income of the consumer is increasing by 20%. So if we compare these two, we can see that the quantity demand is increasing by a greater value. So in that case, the income elasticity of demand is greater than 1. So this is the case of income elastic. Next one we have income inelastic. Now next, this income inelastic means if the percentage change in income is greater than the percentage change in quantity demand. Here percentage change in income is greater than the percentage change in quantity demand, then this concept is called income inelastic. I'll give you one more example. Suppose the income of the consumer is increasing by 20%. Due to that, if the quantity demand is increasing by only 10%. So here if we compare, then we can see that the increase in income, the percentage change in income is greater than the percentage change in quantity demand. So your income is increasing by 20%, quantity demand is increasing by 10%. So in this case, the value of income elasticity EY will be less than 1. So this is the case of income inelastic. The third one we have unitary income elastic. So unitary income elastic means here, if the percentage change in income is equal to the percentage change in quantity demand, then that concept is called unitary income elastic. So here, if income is increasing by 20%, if income is increasing by 20% and quantity demand is also increasing by 20%. So here the percentage change in income and percentage change in quantity demand is same, that is 20%. And in this case, the value of income elasticity will be equals to 1. That means EY is equals to 1. So this is the case of unitary income elastic. Okay, next one we have negative income elasticity of demand. So here the income elasticity is said to be negative when increase in income leads to fall in or decrease in the quantity purchased and vice versa. So this concept is known as negative income elasticity of demand. Once again, increase in income leads to decrease in the quantity demand or fall in the quantity demand and vice versa, then that concept is known as negative income elasticity of demand. Now I'll give you one example in this context. So when income of the consumer increases, when income increases, the quantity demand will decrease, and this happens in the case of inferior goods. So the definition of inferior goods is that inferior goods refers to those type of commodity in which when income of the consumer increases, the quantity demand or the quantity purchase of the commodity will degrades. So that concept is called negative income elasticity of demand. For example, black and white TV set. So now if you compare TV with this LCD and LED, black and white can be considered as a inferior goods. So when the income of the consumer increases, they will replace this black and white television set by LCD or LED TV set. So here this black and white TV set can be considered as inferior goods. So when income increases, the demand for this black and white TV set will decrease. So this is the case of negative income elasticity of demand. Third one, we have zero income elasticity of demand. So income elasticity of demand is said to be zero in some of the exceptional cases when increase in income of the consumer leads to remain the quantity demand more or less same. The meaning is that when the income of the consumer is increasing, the quantity demand will remain more or less same. It will not change the quantity demand for some type of commodity, especially in the case of salt. So when income of the consumer increases from, suppose say 10,000 to 20,000, it does not mean that the quantity demand of salt will increase from, suppose say 2 kg to 10 kg. So whatever the quantity demand, it will be earlier for a salt before increasing the income of that particular person, and after the increase in income also the quantity demand for salt will remain same. The quantity demand will not increase from 2 kg to 10 kg, assuming that income has gone up. Once again, in the case of zero income elasticity, the definition says that this happens in the case of exceptional cases where increase in income of the consumer does not increase the quantity demand for a commodity. So we have taken one example here, salt. In the case of salt, when income increases from 10,000 to 20,000 rupees, it does not mean that the quantity demand for salt will increase from 2 kg to 10 kg. So whatever the quantity demand it was earlier before increasing the income of the consumer, and after increasing the income of the consumer, the quantity demand for salt will remain same. It will not increase the quantity demand. So this is the case of zero income elasticity of demand.